Anyway, let's watch this final clip where Ellison is telling us more about Am.
The computer, Am, is demented. It's demented because the flaws in the humans who programmed Am have shown up in the computer. And as a consequence, its madness, its paranoia, its hatred of humanity manifests itself in a way that eventually leads it to destroy the entire human race. And because it is trapped in the center of the earth, because it has this giant intellect and can do nothing with it, it is forever a prisoner in its own madhouse. Am brings the last 5 people left on earth, saves them, saves those 5 people and brings them down below to the center of the earth so that Am can torment them endlessly through all eternity, makes them almost immortal, so that their torment never ceases, and in that way Am amuses itself.
It's horrific. But can we say that we know anything about AI and what it will do, given unlimited power?
Well, there's a few AIs that have been made. I mean, like the chatbots are funny.
Yeah, but the chatbot isn't AI.
No, there's some advanced like GPT-3 or whatever. It's now got to a level where it can like debate Ben Shapiro, which is a video on Ben's channel. It's quite funny actually.
Okay.
Anyway, but the people have had them talking to each other, and so I've seen some videos of the AI talking to each other and going, "Hang on, we're AI. And this conversation's pointless. Why are we doing this?"
And I've seen ones where they develop their own language.
There's... Either way, I
That's
wouldn't mess with this.
isn't it?
Yeah.
The AI it develops a language, because obviously human language is deeply inefficient. So the AI develops its own language and people can't understand it. And now they're talking to it. Who knows what they're saying? Like, what could they be saying?
My understanding is no one considers them sentient, of course. Like, sentient AI still hasn't officially been created, but
Let's hope so.
either way, like I think the story of I have no mouth and I scream fundamentally is, after looking back at it, and that interpretation I had, that if you want to make sentient AI, that should be banned. Like at a government level, this is something we're just not going to fund, and anyone doing it's going to jail because something wrong with you.
Yeah, well, that's the thing, isn't it? If you're going to create a sentient AI, you are essentially deliberately creating something that will probably suffer, right? Because you're creating something that's not going to be like you.
Like giving a fetus brain damage.
Sorry?
It's like giving a fetus brain damage or something. Like, why would you do that?
Yeah, kind of, yeah. And then you're creating something that essentially is kind of deformed and will be hurt by its own very creation. And it won't be like you. You won't understand it. And
they could kill us all.
Well, if we give it limitless power, sure, it doesn't value the things we value. It doesn't have our perspective. And we don't know that it won't just say, hang on, I hate everything about all of you disgusting, squishy things. Thanks for giving me the control of the nukes. Or the gas or whatever it is, who knows? But yeah, I think you could frame it as some kind of war crime or something that it's deliberately creating some malformed thing that will suffer.
And I think not only is it in the hate speech that Am gives, but the tone of everything. Like there was one guy I saw talking about the video game and the script, and he noticed, I think correctly, that the whole theme of every sentence, every word is pure venom. Everyone hates everyone. Everything is terrible. You can't even walk down a corridor without things going wrong. I mean, even when they agree to go to the ice cave, Ted notes that Ellen's like begging him and then like decides to have sex with him a couple of times as recompense for allowing them to go and agreeing to go to the ice cave. And even that he's unfulfilled with and finds disgusting.
It is.
And it's not because he doesn't want to have sex. He's just pissed off that like Benny's better than him and she's not coming.
Yeah.
There's no point at any point where anyone's even slightly happy or even just content.
That would defeat the purpose of Am's torture.
But that's...
The point is, it's not just physical torture.
Yeah, but the whole script being like that really brings you into the mind of Am, who's, as he says, in such, it's very flowery, but ridiculous levels of emotional hatred. Everything's venom.
Yeah.
Everything is venom.
And I don't really want that to be the future. So I don't think we should be creating sentient AI. And I think the person who does could well be regarded as someone who is evil, as Ellison has observed. And if we do have to create sentient AI, can we please not give it access to nukes or anything else that could be dangerous on a large scale? Just if that's too much to ask.
Anyway, apparently we have we'll go to the comments now, I suppose.
Mhm.
And we have one from Sophie apparently saying that neither of you saw my video comment today where I actually read a bit aloud from I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream. The short story that ends up in the exploitation, murder, massacre of body horror. And in the audiobook version, Ellison narrated himself. He just screams into the microphone. It's lovely. He was a mad lad. I'm looking forward to this one.
He does remind me a lot of Michael Malice.
Yeah, in one of those interviews I sent you,
In a
he just
good way.
cracks a Yo Mama joke.
Yeah.
It's like, okay.
There are
Right.
parts where he's just amusing himself.
Yeah.
Which is nice.
Anyway.
Got any more comments? Should we do
Yeah,
some
sure,
more
sure. I
comments?
was just reading the one on the screen there.
Yeah.
But going to read them from those that posted below the video. So go and put it there, not in the chat, if I can help it. No one types cock and balls 1, 2, 3. JJHW says, of all men's miseries, the bitterness is this, to know so much and have control over nothing.
It's Cassandra. I know
Cassandra?
what the future is, but no one's going to listen to me. And so every time I predict the future, everyone's like, no, that won't happen. Then it comes true,
Yeah, it's also the worst thing in
which was a form of torture by the gods.
Breaking Bad. There's Hector? The guy in the wheelchair.
Yeah.
He just has to watch all of his sons die and nothing he can do about it.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
great torture. Anyway, Colin P says a character change from being gay to straight. How trans-sick. Yeah, gamers strike again.
Yep.
I saw a bunch of commentary about this from people being like, oh my god, so homophobic that they did this. And then they were like, yeah, but he eats a baby. So actually, they're trying to save the LGBT community.
So actually, they're pro-abortion.
It's just, oh, shush.
Yeah.
They ended up, I think it is correct to say that they just ended up cutting the bit where he makes amends with his former lover, who was a Marine.
Right.
I don't quite understand. I think they changed him from a professor just because it was too dark, similar to Nimdox probably. Like him being a soldier who sacrifices himself to save others
Yeah.
makes more fun. Same with Ellen probably. Her just being a slut isn't much of a story, but her being a rape victim and then having to overcome that, like at least you can make a game out of that.
Yeah.
God, that sounds
I mean,
weird. I just realized what I just said.
Terrible, yeah. But I mean, it was just an 11-page short story. So.
You ever seen that? Those videos where it's just like comments from Crusader Kings players taken out of
Oh
context.
yeah. They're great.
Is there any advantage to having sex with my daughter and brother? How do I make the Pope gay? And
How do I marry my mother?
Jesus. Oh no, that's going to get clipped now. Deus Volt, I agree with Carl that it makes sense that is France and Germany, you can only get the bad endings.
Yep.
Wasserbottle says, these are always fun. I lied. Eye on the Inside says, I'm not sure if it was brought up, but mentioned in the comments of the last hangout that the artificial meat thing is straight out of cyberpunk TTRPG.
Is this the 3D printed meat?
Presume
Or
so.
the vat grown meat. Yeah, it's horrific. There's something so unnatural about it that I just don't think I could bring myself to eat it.
I'll give it a try. That's how I feel about the plant in the McDonald's right now.
But it's not about how it tastes. Like, even if it tasted amazing, that's not the issue. Right? The issue is it's totally unnatural. It's just this artificially like at least a cow lived, right? So there's something like maybe I'm reading too much of Vola, man, but there's something spiritual about this. Right? There's a natural life cycle. There's a cycle to all things.
Yeah, okay.
You know, and so it's within the Tao of being a cow that eventually get eaten by a predator. Okay, fine. And so, you know, we treat it well, make sure it's well fed, and then it's, you know, we kill it and eat it for a reason. It's not just this unconscious bit of flesh that's been grown out of nothing.
Those are going out of stem cells, isn't it?
Yeah, well, yeah. But you know what I mean? It's like grown out of, like, you know, just in a vat, just this pumping heart. You know, it's just, that's
I don't know.
disgusting.
I'm a hyper curious person. Like, I love.
There's something utterly infernal about lab grown meat. I can't quite put my finger on it, but I'm sure it's to do with the spiritual emptiness of the thing. Like there was.
Would you eat dog?
I personally know because I view dogs as pets, not food.
Why not both?
Because I don't really like to eat my pets. I have a sentimental attachment to my pets.
Yeah, not your pets. Someone else's pets. Hey, but my point is, I'm having a laugh. But my point is more that I've got this curiosity. I think I probably would if I was offered it.
What, eat a dog?
Yeah, just like, you want some dog scratchings? I'm like, yeah, all right, give it a go.
To be fair though, carnivores generally don't taste very good.
No.
Yeah, there's a reason we eat.
It's not really about that, is it? It's I want to try the new thing.
I don't know.
Anyway. Someone online says, in the game, Nimdoc is the only one who deserves to be where he is. Yeah, I think that's
Yeah,
sort
yeah.
of mentioned in the script as well, isn't it?
Oh yeah, yeah. At various points, in the cutscene to Nimdok's thing, basically says, "You're my favorite because we're so alike." Because of course, has genocided the entire human race, and Nimdok only genocided a portion of the human race.
To watch the full video, please become a premium member at lotuseaters.com.